for action.
Hello race fans, welcome to our race diary. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe, helps the channel immensely. We don't get any extra money for it and it costs you nothing, but it does help with the algorithms anyway, and we would greatly appreciate it. This week we're at Hazley Grange, my own club, Worfield. One of my favourite tracks actually in the Midlands. So my results don't always reflect that, and now I'm doing this as a post-race. We're at home now because I'm club chairman, and then I was chief marshal today. Sam was marshalling as well. It's been a brutally full-on day, probably the hottest day of the year as well so far.
Potentially, yes. Yes, I've got my field tan going on because I haven't had a shower yet. So.
Yeah, I had to come round. I probably just we're having an Indian tonight, so we just got our poppadoms because poppadom don't preach. But I've just had a wash, and I probably realised I probably scared them to death in there because I've just gone into the restaurant to pick our takeaway up with that much half the track all over my face.
Just moustache, yeah.
Think of a million jokes there, but I'm not. Anyway,
keep it clean.
Moving on to the racing today. Track was watered quite heavily because it was going to be the hottest day today, and but the track prep was good. It wasn't ripped as deep as last time, so we didn't. It did rut up, and there were some boggy bits because we had some heavy rain in the week, but not too bad. But I just couldn't get a flow on with the track today. First race, if I'm just talking away at this, is because after the first turn, probably be very little footage because my goggles got filled in, and my roll-off system, which gives me a clear lens across my goggles, that jammed for 2 laps, got a big clump of mud on it, and I've got a feeling the GoPro was completely filled in as well, coming out of the first turn, so this might be just a bit of jibber-jabber for first race. And embarrassingly, I also fell off.
Right in front of me?
Yes.
Right in front of me, when I was going, woo!
Yes, on the point. The only place I could fall off is where Mrs. Minihane was marshalling.
And I had to put the flag out.
Yes, for her husband, who was in great peril. Anyway, I thought I'd had a good start, and then when I came off, there was nobody else. It felt like ages till I got going, but nobody else come past me, so I thought I'd had a bad start and didn't really try to get back up into it, but we had pulled away from the rest of the field, and I was 5th at the flag on that one, so it got it. I don't think I don't know, weren't gelling with it, weren't doing any superhero stuff. Anyway, race 2. Much better start. Felt good, got a good clean run. Overtook a few people on the opening lap, especially on the jump and the downhill. Settled into a bit of a groove. Didn't flow too well, but it was still better than race 1. And we got 4th in race 2. So all good with that one. Now, Paul Hughes is away on holiday this week. Now, we're allowed to drop a couple of rounds, and I've got a couple of rounds which I will drop later. Hopefully, I've now moved up into 1st place in the championship. So we'll see when they update all the championship results this week. I'm feeling pretty confident. But so race 2 was good. No major issues.
Didn't fall off in front of me.
Didn't fall off in front of Mrs. Minihane. I was Chief Marshal as well today. Hot day, walking around, making sure all the marshals have had lunch breaks and toilet breaks. So not much rest between my races today. But we moved on to race 3. Didn't get a good start. Didn't get the jump on the gate. I think it was Ragger. I may have even just bashed elbows as the gate dropped. Went into the first turn. Overtook quite a few going down towards the second turn. Then when we went in, I was probably a little bit gentlemanly for a little while. Took a little while to get past the guy on the yam. Simon was ahead of me. Fair play to Simon. I've beat him quite a few times this year, but he was on point this year. There was about a second and the lap times between us, but I wasn't going to close it down. He obviously deals better with ruts than I do. Jumps, I was fine. If I was doing any overtaking, it was on jumps. Ruts, I was just having a nightmare. Good racing. And that was it. So next week we've got Boriston, which is a vets meeting, but not a championship. I've got a steward at that one anyway. I did actually think maybe I won't do it because my body needs a rest, but then I realised I'm stewarding. So anyway, there you go. So a very brief recap of this weekend's racing, as I say, because we've been very busy. Hopefully there's enough helmet footage, onboard camera footage for you. And as I say, don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps the channel massively with the algorithms. And we'll catch you on the next show.